So hey, yeah, funny little thing just happened. Yeah, some new drama dropped. Now originally I wasn't going to speak about this because I just didn't really give that much of a shit. But then there was one comment that was made that really annoyed me. So the start of this drama happened here. They made TwilledWave their, I believe, an artist. Some may call that term disputable at this point. And on Twitter they made a little video about Skadi. Then they said 3D modeling by me, them and all that. Character design by Alchemaniac. Now in case you don't know who Alchemaniac is, he's the artist for Skadi, also a Cheeto and Granny as well. And yeah, he saw the post. So he came in saying, can you please stop crediting my name? I don't permit any AI related learning on my work. And then in response he said, dear Alchemaniac, I credited your name for the original Skadi design done by Hypergriff. The Laura was trained, I suppose that's the AI, was trained with the common knowledge of the Skadi design by the whole community. Thus it constitutes fair use. Similar to all other fan arts, it shows our love for Skadi. And then they replied, dear Alchemaniac, I would be happy to comply if you are representing Hypergriff to ask the Arknights community stopping making any fan arts for Skadi. The Laura was made with the community effector, I suppose, to show our love for Skadi, like all fan arts. And a part of me wonders if them doing that face is within a way to kind of mock Alchemaniac's reply, and I know saying that seems like a bit of an extreme already, but trust me, when we get into some of the later comments, you'll see why I think that way. But then we come into another tweet they made. Everyone should have the freedom to express love for their waifus, with whatever painting tech they choose. It's not up to one person to judge who can make fan arts for Skadi. Skadi is a blessing to us all from Hypergriff. AI gives all the common folks the freedom to express their love for waifus, as permitted by Hypergriff's fair use of fan arts. Painters cannot take away our freedom of expression. I feel as though with this we already went into a very broad thing. Like, the beginning of it was literally Alchemaniac just saying like, hey, yeah, but please just don't credit my name, I don't like AI related shit on my work. But what's important to note is that Alchemaniac doesn't seem terribly mad, he just doesn't want his name put on it, which is a very reasonable request. He didn't say delete the image, he just said don't credit my name, which you could just take that part out and Alchemaniac looks to be fine with it. But they're already making it like a very big thing, going like Alchemaniac is a devil, dictator, he's making it so we cannot make Skadi art with AI, but that's not what he said in the slightest. But they said, my channel is getting targeted by verbal harassment and false reporting because of Skadi fan arts I created. Whoever did these are the shame of the Arknights community. And then later on they come in saying, I received more death threats following Alchemaniac's comments today. The comment is creating more damage to the community. Straight up pinging Arknights, which is that's definitely something, I'll say that much. And on this point I could agree with them. I say if people are sending out death threats, they are straight up like the shame of the community. Like straight up, I think that's not the correct way to respond to it at all. Like if you just see that shit, just meme on them in the fucking quote retweets. Don't actually give out death threats. I feel as though that's just really damn stupid. You're basically viewing art and going like, I will kill you over this because of a tiny little thing that happened. Granted, they're making it out to be much more than a tiny little thing. And then this comment is what made me want to make the video because this actually kind of pissed me off. Dear Alchemaniac, with all respects and all my love for Skadi, the Skadi design is a teamwork by Hypergriff. It's Hypergriff's decision for its usage in fan arts, with or without AI. Your comment contradicts with Hypergriff's continuous support of fair use in fan arts. Please remove it before it further damages the Arknights fan base. Sincerely, an Arknights fan. Yeah, this kind of pissed me off because honestly, he's being a prick in that comment. There's no other way to say it. Like, you know, maybe he's on the defensive because he's giving a lot of, like, getting a lot of death threats. Like, I want to give the benefit of the doubt there. But he literally just said, don't credit my name. They're blowing it way out of proportion. They're making it out like Alchemaniac is trying to rule over the community of Skadi fan arts with, like, an iron thumb. Where, when you go to his Twitter, bro, he fucking loves people posting art of Skadi. He retweets the fuck out of that shit. He just doesn't want his name to be on AI work because he's an artist, and I mean, AIs they're kind of, you know, really fucking good at doing art, and in the future probably going to take a lot of artists out of jobs. So I think it's fully understandable to just be like, I don't want to be associated with that. Because let's say, for example, an outsider looking in views that artwork and says like, oh, well, Alchemaniac is credited, and they don't know shit about Alchemaniac. They're like, what the fuck, Alchemy? What the hell is that shit? So they have not gone to his bio and read that. So to them, if they were to view that and be like, character designed by Alchemaniac, oh, he must support AI. That would be pretty bad for Alchemaniac, because if he does not want to support AI, which is very obvious by his comment, then I don't think it's really all that cool to just put his name on work that he doesn't want to support because it's AI. He's not saying you shouldn't upload it, he's saying I just don't want to be a part of it. But then later they come in with, honestly, an even worse comment. I'm not afraid of the harassments and threats following Alchemaniac's comment today. I will keep fighting for everyone's freedom of expression, freedom to express love for their waifus. Now, the biggest problem I have with that is they're making it out to seem like Alchemaniac's a villain. Again, I want to reiterate this point. He literally just said, please don't put my name there. He even said fucking please. He said the magic word. And then they come in making him out to be some fucking villain. Like, you know, honestly, I should probably fucking stop giving the benefit of the doubt. Like, just straight up, nah. The way they're phrasing that makes it out to be like Alchemaniac's a villain, and a lot of their comments like, oh, he's marching against our freedom of expression for waifus. He's not. You're blowing it up more than you need to be. Which, when you look at the full context of it, I think it's fully understandable to be like, oh, maybe that's mocking a bit, because on God, bro, Alchemaniac said like the most reasonable request, but then said that motherfucker gorilla's bananas. And then something on the Arknights Twitter came in recently. TwilledWave nuked his Patreon link to use for the creation of his AI artworks from all of his socials. The dude is scared because that could now be used against him, since it technically can be used as proof under plagiarizing and unauthorized usage of other people's intellectual property and profit from it. And I won't sit here and proclaim I fully understand the legality behind using AI to learn based off other people's artworks and then profitizing off of that. I won't claim to know that shit. Maybe it's illegal, maybe it's not. And this is how the community responded to it, and I view this to be the proper response, not the fucking morons giving out death threats to fucking Neanderthals, absolute fucking morons, idiots. I know I said morons twice, but at the same time, bro, they are so goddamn fucking stupid, I think it needs to be said a third time, morons. Now, what can I say? I don't quite exactly like death threats, you feel me? But what the larger community has been doing in response to the drama is literally just posting art of Skadi and saying actual Skadi art, which I think is an absolute godlike way to respond to it. Because, I mean, hey, people viewing the drama from the outside, they just get more Skadi art. So, I mean, shit, hey, everyone stays winning, you feel me? But if you use AI art, I don't really have a problem with you. It's a tool to use, that's up to you, fully fine. Freedom of choice, you know? But when the author of that art comes in and says, hey, please, can you not really, put my name attached to that? I don't really quite like AI art. Please don't, put my name on that. I feel as though at that point, you just comply with the command. Alchemaniac has been on Twitter for a while. He looks to be just an incredibly nice guy. He doesn't really get into drama often, and even that, I wouldn't say he got into drama. I'd say fucking drama got brought to him. He came in with an entirely reasonable request saying, I just don't want my name attached to that. And then TwilledWave spun it to be some huge-ass thing. From their comments, they're making it out to seem like he's some fucking evil Godfather villain, which is not the case in the slightest. So I think Twilted was fine at the beginning to use AI art, and I think Alchemaniac's request was entirely reasonable as well. But I think Twilted came into the wrong when he started making the comments, making the situation seem to be much more heinous than it actually was. Alchemaniac's request was fine, but Twilted made it out to be like he was some fucking devil. But the people who are worst in this entire situation are the motherfuckers giving out death threats, the absolute fucking Neanderthals, the goddamn morons. I'm gonna say that again, the morons. I'm gonna say that the third time, the morons. Again, I really just fucking hate people giving out death threats. I feel as though to say you're gonna kill somebody over something like that, while it is a bad situation and I'm really not on Twilted's side in the fucking slightest, I don't think you should be saying you're gonna kill the motherfucker, you feel me? But yeah, the way I view it is just Twilted's in the wrong, and people who are posting out Skadi art, fucking chads, I'll take that shit to the fucking bank, do not mind if I do. But yeah, this entire situation could have been easily avoided by deleting one tweet, and he just did not do that, and is continuing to stand his ground in this entire situation when he could really just admit fault, because, I mean, he's purely at fault. And also, I think the funniest part of this entire video is, I actually, in one of my posts, posted one of his fucking videos. Granted, it wasn't his video, something he got from Billy, but I literally came to that realization kind of like midway through recording that shit, which, I mean, that's pretty fucking funny. Unfortunate to see how, in the future, you're kind of a prick to somebody who is a really nice person, but yeah, that's basically it. I'm gonna go enjoy some Skadi art. Peace.